Thank you so much for tuning in to the Alginate Impressions recap video. There's a few things that I want you to remember. The equal ratios of the alginate and the water, the temperature of the water will determine the setting time, and of course, once you're done, if you can't pour it up immediately, please wrap your impression with a wet paper towel. Okay, now let's talk about the setup. Of course, the alginate powder, the water, the labo, which is usually very flexible so that you can turn it as you're mixing, the spatula to mix both parts evenly, and the correct tray size. So you have to know if you're taking an upper, a lower, or both, and making sure that the tray size is very fitting for the patient, not touching their teeth, which will cause bleed throughs, or making sure that it's not too big to where it can't even fit in the mouth. Either way, once you get the correct tray size, make sure to spray it with tray adhesive and you're ready to go. Once you have determined the equal ratio of water and powder, you can enter that into the bowl and mix until it's very even. Once it's nice and even, you're able to load it into your correct tray. Remember, if you're going to the upper and lower, you will enter the alginate in and make sure that it's nice and smooth. And now you're able to insert it into the patient's mouth by retraction, making sure that you're using both hands. Once it's set, you're able to see your product. Here is a lower tray, and I wanted to show you an example of an upper impression. Then you're able to pour it up. Here is the vibrator on the lower left. You'll use that to pour your stone and water into the same corner as it fills up the impression. Okay, so remember to prevent bubbles, pour it into the same corner. All right, so this is the very last step. You allow it to set up nice and hard, and there you have your models. Here we have some cast models made for some bleaching trays, and next you'll see an upper cast model, all made from impressions. So it's not necessarily about the material, but it's about your technique, growing confident in your technique. Thank you so much for listening.